An informative panel discussion was held on Friday morning as the CDB's 53rd annual general meeting placed a focus on access to finance for women, particularly those who own and lead medium small micro enterprises. President for the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Hyginus Leon, spoke to the need for inclusive policies guided by development risk assessments.
We believe development of the region will proceed if and only if we embrace a knowledge creation process. And that knowledge creation process based on evidence is what will drive us to the new nirvana, as it were. And so the reason why I'm raising this now is knowledge creation for us has three components. It has a first accumulation, knowledge accumulation component. Then it has a diagnostic discovery component. And then a transformative strategic component that now builds on the accumulation and the discovery to get you to the types of things you need to do to go forward.
Director of Marketing and Business Development, Carl Ilian, says the financial playing field for women is uneven and needs urgent attention.
Global studies have shown that there is a potential 5 to 6 trillion US dollar benefit that we're missing out on if women were to create businesses, new businesses, at the same rate as men. So that's a very big number we're talking about. And then if you look at it, women today represent 1 in 3 entrepreneurs are actually women. We have around 270 million women that are starting new businesses. This was a 2021 rate. And unfortunately, despite all of these business and economic opportunities that we're talking about that women do represent, they still remain an underserved segment by financial institutions.
Financial Controller Bahamas Development Bank, Ashley Orton, says some banks require 100% collateral for MSME businesses. She says this has been an issue with women holding titles. Furthermore, she notes that the data does not exist for what financial product works best for women.
The financial products so far that have worked in your experience, what would you say would be the best ones so far that have worked and we could probably look at across the region that could potentially work for our islands also?
Right. So we have had one specific product that was just for women. It was in collaboration with the U.S. Embassy. It was for a program called Academy of Women Entrepreneurs. So they went through this technical program where they learned to be entrepreneurs. The problem is when they came to the bank, actually out of that product, one person was successful.
Oh, wow.
One person. And so what we realized is even though they were great entrepreneurs, the problem was they needed soft cost support. So not necessarily a product support. They needed support for legal work. They needed support for architectural work, all those other soft costs that we could not provide that product for. It was definitely a learning experience because we did not realize that that was what the demand would have been as opposed to providing money for a product.
The discussions were centered on the challenges facing women's access to finance, solutions to this issue, and the roadmap for successful implementation of resolutions in the Caribbean.